Hello and welcome back to the Gunnaz YouTube channel.
Grand finale. It still might be. It is.
Nicholson! Wow! Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
They got Gunnaz podcast.
The Gunnaz podcast.
Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about the real reason behind Leon Bailey's Reggae Boyz exit. I know you clicked on this for like some real breaking news or a video that is going to explain every single thing, but let's go on a little bit of a journey. When Leon Bailey was talking to Premier League Studios, I started thinking about it as a Reggae Boyz fan, and I started to connect some dots. I think in life there are just many times that you have a crossroads where you have to decide, am I going to fight, flight, or am I going to freeze? And how you deal with conflicts are completely up to you. But I think I'm finally trying to unpack how Leon Bailey thinks. He says, at one point, I was not happy at all and I wanted to leave. But when Unai came in, everything changed. He has given everything I need and he's the best manager I've worked with. And I think he will be the best manager that I will work with for a long time. I respect him so much that if I don't start a game, it doesn't matter. After thinking about this for the last couple of days and thinking about all the other quotes he made, I think something changed because what he's saying isn't really crazy. Like there's nothing about what he's saying that's abnormal or something that we haven't heard from a professional footballer before. I really appreciate Leon Bailey's career trajectory so far because he really dug in, he and his father, for whatever anybody thinks about Craig Butler, which is genuinely not my concern. He has an elite mentality. He says he has had a lot of influence on me, talking about Emery, and he brought back my confidence. I never once doubted myself coming here. If you watch me before, people know the quality I have and what I can do on the pitch. And it's just true. He has pedigree. He has shown it in the biggest stages and he continues to show it. And frankly, he's just the best reggae boy we have pretty much ever produced in Jamaica. And it brought me to a central question. How does this affect the relationship with Reggae Boyz coach Heimer Hallgrimson? If he and coach Hallgrimson finally have conversations, will we see a completely new Leon Bailey? And this is not just speculation, but I think he's literally hinting to us as Reggae Boyz fans because it's not like him in an Aston Villa shirt completely changes who he is fundamentally as a person. He's just saying that if I believe in my coach, if I believe in the vision, if I believe in the team, you're going to just get the best version of me. And I don't think that's in any way crazy. He then said, once I feel that, I will give everything for that person. I never felt that before Unai came in at all. When Unai came in, he gave me that feeling of confidence and comfort, the trust, everything. That's when it changed for me. And it's pretty self-explanatory. When you get a new job and you believe in your boss and you believe that your boss is going to help you unlock your truest potential, you're going to perform better. Like nothing he says to me feels anywhat crazy. Anyway, repeatedly, I think Bailey is trying to explain to us what he's thinking. I don't think he's trying to hate on Jamaican supporters. I don't think he's trying to say that he's better than anybody. Do I have some questions about how he approaches the media, how his transparency works, the timing of the Let's Be Honest podcast? I do. But at the end of the day, he's still a top player in the top leagues who is about to play Champions League. And I don't even know if I have a Jamaican that has been capped in the Champions League. So I think we have to extend him some grace because he's clearly doing something right. I don't know, but if he's going to be playing in the Champions League and he had 20 goal and assist season, I think he knows a little bit more about football than the Jamaican public. But that's just me. But I understand that there are different kinds of people. There are different kinds of football fans. There are different kinds of player profiles. There are different types of things that people like to see and enjoy. But I don't really think that is a solid argument. Like, I'm an Arsenal fan, and let's look at a player like Granit Xhaka. Xhaka is probably overly honest, right? But that hasn't taken away from him leaving Arsenal to go to Leverkusen this season, which did, break my heart in some ways, but that's a completely different thing. But although he talks a lot, he's invincible this season. And yeah, you can go on US, Germany, blah, 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 blah. That doesn't matter. Like, you have to go in an environment where you're going to thrive and survive. Luka Modric moved from Tottenham to Real Madrid, and look at him. Like, I think you have to keep in mind and keep that whoever you believe in, Xavi Alonso brought the best out of Leverkusen players 2 seasons ago. They're about to get relegated. And I think Bailey is just showing us what fractured relationships, what lack of trust does to him in his game. And I think he's just trying to show the Reggae Boyz fans that there's more to football than just, and I'll be careful in how I phrase it, but there's just more to football than meets the eye. And he's trying to show that without saying even more specific things about his game style and his game model. Bailey says, but it's when players are not happy. You can't get the best out of them. Unai has given me that confidence again. When Dean left, it was like, okay, I came for this person and now they're gone. Then another coach came in talking about Steven Gerrard, and it was just like the relationship wasn't there. For me, I wasn't feeling confident. I had no comfort. We wouldn't have chats to let me feel like I was needed here. No, this is not anything to do with I feel. This is not anything to do with JFF. He's just making it well known that, and if you pivot, and you can go back to 5 things that we learned from the Let's Be Honest podcast, is that he genuinely feels like if the coach isn't there for him, that he can't do it. Like, he thinks that he has the ability, but I think he believes that the coach and the ability almost go like hand in hand. Like, maybe in his head and in his psyche, which has worked, which is what I'm trying to say. Like, the validity in his argument is that I am having the best season of my career, but yet at the same time, the things that I need to have my best season are not present in the Reggae Boyz setup. He, like, there's nothing telling us that he has to be adaptable. Like, that's not a part of the job, and he's not being paid. So is national pride the only reason for this? Yeah, he then said, I also felt like I was just another player. I don't like to feel like that because I know I'm capable of what I can do on the pitch. I like to have a relationship with my coach. I think I am like that because of my dad. He's always there. He will make sure that he lets you know that I am good and we're very close, and he has been there since I was 7. Is a guy that thrives on relationships. Craig Butler believed in Bailey. Nobody can tell me differently. That the Phoenix Academy players believe in Craig Butler, and Craig Butler believes in them. And I think that's the most important thing. I think that's exactly what he's trying to say. He's saying that Coach Hallgrimson used to be calling me. One day he switches up. One day he's not extending me the same grace. But my dad was always there. My dad has always been extending me grace. My dad, even if it was tough love, at the end of the day, he believed he carried him to the different places. And I think this is kind of what Leon Bailey is saying. I kind of will leave you guys with this. If you've ever heard of the Maslow hierarchy of needs, it's basically just the things that you need in life to be successful. It states essentially that safety and security is our most basic need aside from food and sleep. And I think he's just that individual that feels that his needs are not being met. And you also have to think about it from a relative perspective. His needs are not going to be the same as Demarai Gray's needs or Deckard Overeed's needs. Like, he just has certain things that he believes in. And I think that's just okay. Like, I don't think he needs to be the same as Demarai Gray or he needs to be the same as somebody else. Like, he is Leon Bailey, and Leon Bailey is going to bring what Leon Bailey can bring to the pitch. And that's just what it is. I don't think in any way, shape, or form he's trying to hate on Jamaica. I don't think he's trying to say that he's better than anybody. And it did take me a while to come to this because I think, as many of us were, we were hurt that on the day before the Nations League semifinals, he's posting this video. Like, that's not the best thing to do, but he still did it. And I think we have to forgive him and welcome him back and try and figure out what his needs are. The final quote I'll talk about: I have that much trust in him, and I believe in everything he's doing for the team. He has helped me a lot to really get people to see again what I am able to do. He's very important for us. What he has created has been truly remarkable. He is really a good example of a manager to have. He is a really good example of a manager to have, and the players really like him. And I think Coach Hallgrimson, who I really like, has all the qualities to be that guy for Jamaica. I mean, he has that record of bringing Iceland to the World Cup and to the Euros. And his whole thing is just socializing. And I think that's what Bailey needs. I think they need more time to spend together. I think Bailey needed a break from feeling that pressure. He just wanted to feel like somebody was, because at the end of the day, when you hear how he's talking, he's essentially saying that I feel like when I go to training, I can't even focus on the football. Like, the football is just one part of it. And I have to get myself ready after helping all these people. And I think it's completely fair. Like, I don't, maybe in the comments, you guys can tell me if he talks too much or if what he's saying is unfair. But I think Bailey is justified in what he's saying, and people just need to give him some more space and time. Anyways, those are my thoughts, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this kind of different style of video. I really did try and link my thoughts to all of this. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. Buy us a coffee. And yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this one, guys. In the next one.